My name is Natasha. I'm the Australian female voice in Microsoft Azure's Artificial Intelligence text-to-speech system. I'm a neural voice. The neural voices are true artificial intelligence voices, able to not only convert text to speech, but also aware of context. You'll hear that I am able to adjust my tone and emphasis to suit the context of what I am saying. And as you can see, I'm Molly, nominally Azure's New Zealand female neural voice. As you can hear, Microsoft have simply renamed their Australian neural voice Natasha, with the name Molly, and listed it under that name as their New Zealand female neural voice. That is likely, hopefully, a temporary measure until they have an effective New Zealand neural voice. Their progress in adding new languages is quite fast, but their priorities are, of course, related to the dollar value of each language market, but hopefully it won't be long until they have a true New Zealand neural voice. In any event, we are the ones who will be explaining to you the different areas that are covered in Pedacomp Australasia's workshop on artificial intelligence in teaching. So we'll begin. Non-visually impaired students normally only evaluate text they have written by reading it. However, the brain evaluates meaning through different processes when hearing information compared to when reading it. Having their work read to them by text-to-speech co-opts for students additional brain resources in their evaluation of what they have written. Writing and giving a speech. Students wanting to evaluate a speech they have written can use Microsoft Text-to-Speech to speak the speech back to them. They can also use Microsoft Text-to-Speech to assist them to learn and practice the speech, selecting their preferred playback speeds and pitch to practice along with. Hearing impairment. Real-time provision of text conversion of the teacher's words during a lesson. Whilst teaching in a lockdown environment where students are following from home, if the teacher is conducting a video Zoom lesson by voice, hearing-impaired students can follow the lesson in text, using any device they have at home. The teacher's voice is converted in real time into text, in an online Microsoft Word or Google Docs online document, which the student at home is following in real time, with the text automatically being refreshed in sync with the teacher's lesson. At the end of the lesson, the teacher has the added advantage of having the lesson transcript in text.
It's a nice day today, isn't it? Let me see everybody's faces at first. Can you guys make sure at least at first I get to see your faces because it makes me happy to see you guys. Yay. So when I was a kid, there was this show, I can't remember what it was called, but Miss Marianne was the like the star of the show.
This facility can also be used in a normal classroom environment when students are at school. The teacher wears a Wi-Fi lapel microphone, which allows them to move freely around the classroom, even talking with their backs to the class whilst writing on the whiteboard. The microphone transmits their voice to a Microsoft Word or Google Docs online document, open on their device, where the dictate option converts it in real time from voice to text. The text can be read by students in real time on their device, or it can be projected by the teacher onto the interactive whiteboard or classroom screen.
solving word problems. So up here it says, I can use a variety of strategies to add and subtract within 100. And we've been doing addition. So we've been using many different strategies. Can somebody tell me some strategies that we've been using to solve addition problems? Ava, can you give me a strategy that we've been using?
Make a 10.
Make a 10. Very good. Can you?
The same facility can be used in real time to transmit speech-to-text output from a video that does not have closed captions to the hearing-impaired student's personal device, or the classroom screen or interactive whiteboard. Support for hearing-impaired children who are learning to speak English or any other language. For hearing-impaired children who are learning to speak English or any other language, Microsoft Azure's speech-to-text provides a non-threatening, pressure-free environment for them to practice and improve diction and pronunciation through trial and error, trying to have Azure's speech-to-text recognize their words. Helping hearing-impaired children participate in social conversation with people who are not able to converse using text. Parents can help their hearing-impaired children participate in social conversation with people who are not able to converse using text, such as older grandparents, or people with motor coordination difficulties, or people with a visual impairment who may not be able to respond with text. The hearing-impaired child communicates using text, and the hearing person responds using speech, which their or the receiver's device converts to text. Visual impairment, dyslexia, and reading disorders. Assisting teachers to pre-prepare resources for video Zoom lessons where the class includes hearing-impaired students or students with dyslexia or reading disorders. Whilst teaching in a lockdown environment, the teacher can pre-prepare resources for video Zoom lessons to incorporate text resources for hearing-impaired students or students with dyslexia or reading disorders. The teacher can quickly and easily use Microsoft Text-to-Speech to create audio versions of these resources, pre-supplying these to the students requiring special assistance. If necessary, the teacher can also use Microsoft OneNote to extract text from printed resources or images for converting to audio. This facility can also be used in a normal classroom environment. Optical character recognition to enable visually impaired students to interrogate whether an image on the web page contains text. Visually impaired students can use in Google Chrome the Copyfish optical character recognition app to interrogate whether an image on the page contains text. If it does, they can have the text read to them by Microsoft Text-to-Speech. Or they can achieve the same thing by taking a screen capture of the page or page section, paste it into Microsoft OneNote, select Extract Text from Image, and paste any recovered text into Microsoft Azure Text-to-Speech, and have it read to them. Optical character recognition to enable visually impaired students to read printed documents or books. Visually impaired students who wish to examine a printed document can themselves, or with assistance, use the classroom or school photocopier to scan and store the document as an image file. They then paste the image into Microsoft OneNote, use extract text from image to obtain the text, and have it read to them by Microsoft Text-to-Speech. Assisting teachers to prepare audio resources for students with dyslexia or a reading disorder. Teachers can quickly and easily use Microsoft Azure Text-to-Speech to prepare audio resources for students with dyslexia or a reading disorder. They can set the precise reading speed and pitch appropriate for the unique needs of that student. The student can then read along with the recording in a self-study environment. Assisting students with reading disorders to learn phonemic awareness. Teachers can show students with reading disorders how to use the phoneme creation tool provided in the webinar. They show students how to use the tool with Microsoft Text-to-Speech Synthesis Markup Language, that is, SSML, to help them use it to improve their phonemic awareness. Motor or coordination disorders. Motor or coordination disorders can cause typing difficulties for students. Teachers can help students learn to use Microsoft Word Dictate or Google Docs Dictate to type text using voice.